It's an odds world. Betfred Bingo.
Hello and welcome to the Great Manchester Football Show. Now, if you've had your fix of fun, football and food this Christmas, then never fear, because we've got a bite-sized show for you this week.
That's right. Stay with us as we romp around the region as we kick off 2009 in style.
Can the Siltman weave some magic? We preview the big cup clash with Everton.
We show you how to splash your Christmas cash.
And there's a local derby between Ashton United and FC United.
The new year brings with it a new optimism, and there's no better way to begin than with the magic of the FA Cup.
That's right, and there's some tasty ties around the region this week, but perhaps the most interesting comes at the Moss Rose as Macclesfield take on Everton.
Big game in the FA Cup. Has thrown up some surprises in the past, and let's hope we're playing well enough, to spring a surprise. And to make a big difference to, first of all, the finances, and secondly, the stature of some of the players. One or two players have never been past this sort of level before, and everybody's looking forward to the game. If we can get a win, then I'm sure everybody will be delighted.
Were you disappointed that it wasn't chosen for television?
Yes. Looking at the other fixtures, we thought we'd got a good chance of being on the telly, and I'm 100% sure we should be. A local derby against a Premiership club, when the biggest probably game's Man United going to Southampton. So we've been very unfairly treated with that.
There's a couple of Everton fans in the team, so.
Or who are the Everton fans then?
Well, I think John's one of them. So, and well, we've got Hesse, who's a Liverpool fan, so he'll definitely want to get one over on them.
So that's definitely spiced it up a bit for him.
Oh, definitely.
Has it rubbed off on the other lads as well?
Oh yeah, he's already getting in there. I'm not saying no names, but some people are ordering like 29 tickets and that. Oh. So everyone's just looking forward to it.
It's a fantastic day, really, isn't it?
Yeah, good day for the club and that as well, so hopefully we won't let ourselves down.
Obviously everybody at Macclesfield thinks we're going to win the game comfortably, and obviously the Everton people think it's going to be an easy game for them, but the FA Cup has proven to be a leveller. Our pitch will be in good nick, so Everton will fancy playing on it, but if we can be on our game, we do have a chance, which sometimes you don't normally get in the league games.
They were knocked out by Oldham Athletic last season in the FA Cup. Can you take a bit of inspiration from that?
Yeah, I hope so. Again, a team lower than them, we're 2 or 3 divisions lower than them, so I'm sure their players, whether they like it or not, will be thinking that it's an easy game. They'll get in our changing rooms where it's very tight and cramped, and it just won't be what they're used to. We've got to make sure that come 3 o'clock we start and get right into it.
Well done to the Mac lads, and hopefully they can recreate the success of Oldham in last season's third round and stick it to the toffee men.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think it's about time we took a check on some local highlights, and it was Derby Day at Hurst Cross this week as Ashton United took on FC United. Your commentator is Chris Sharples.
Very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you all as we're here at Hurst Cross for this festive encounter between an Ashton United side who, with a win today, could see themselves back amongst the top 5, and FC United who have found life a little difficult in the Uniban Premier League this season. They lie 11th, 6 points off Ashton, and they'll be looking to do what they did last season, use the second half of the campaign to push on and potentially look for their 4th successive promotion. The team starting with Ashton, who are unchanged from the side that drew with Ilkeston here 1-1 before Christmas. Callum Flanagan has made an instant impact since arriving at Hurst Cross in the last few weeks. Up top he is with Ben Deegan this afternoon. Ian Howard scored the equaliser here against Ilkeston last weekend. We last saw FC United and Manchester at Woodley Sports a few weeks ago, where Carl Marginson used a near reserve side in a cup defeat that night. Today, as strong as he can put out, he shows 2 changes from the side that beat Marine in a thriller at Gig Lane last weekend. In comes Danny Warrender and captain Dave Chadwick to add a bit more steel at the back. Both Carden brothers start with Kyle Wilson up top, 23 goals in all competitions, a player on fire. Recent signing Neil Chappell is on the bench. There was 130 here for the Ilkeston match, nearer to 1,000 for this afternoon's clash. Wilson Good ball for Wright. Turner leaves it. Shot coming in from Bagley. Sliced and over the top it goes. I have to say the atmosphere inside Hurst Cross is carnival-like, festive-like. Bennett. The ball. Shot coming in from Ben Smith. He got a touch on the way, and Ashton United have a corner hit. Deacon's in there. Flanagan's in there at the near post. And marshalled by Nugent. It's in towards Deacon, that's his head on. O'Neill can keep it in, he's done really well. Nugent's missed it. Shot coming in from Flanagan, and that's out of the ground. Danny Johnson, the manager of Ashton United. Salfordian, one of the youngest managers around. Big mates with Carl Marchinson. And now Wright has got the space again to manoeuvre into. Turner and Wilson only ahead of him, and well done Ian Howard for stopping the attack for Ashton. Carden. Wilson has peeled away. Cross comes in, the header coming in! Just wide! The glancing flick from Chris Bagley was inches away from giving his side the lead. It was a peach of a pass and they just fell asleep. Ashton didn't pick up the run of Chris Bagley. Very nearly made it count. Flanagan's got it here. He's looking for Ben Deegan. He came on as a substitute in that game. He scored immediately. Wilson. The touch from Bagley. Look at the space for Wright again. They're in here. Wright! It's scrambled away. On the break, Ben Smith. It's 3 against 3. Smith might want to go on his own here. Support is Deegan. Just to try and get beyond Warrinder, who holds him up well. Finds Howard. Not dealing with this. Deegan, Ben Smith. What's the cross going to be like? It's not bad! It's brilliant, in fact, because there is Deegan, who nods it home. It's Ashton who get the opener. Perfect cross from Smith. Inch perfect header from Deegan. 6th goal of the season for Ben Deegan. Wilson, 1 added minute will be added at the end of this first half. It's 1 goal that separates these two, and it's a goal for Ashton through Ben Deegan short of the half-hour mark. Rocker looking for Garner. It'll be a final flourish at the end of this first 45 minutes for FC United. Bagley. Nugent, Wright looking for Bagley. This is Turner. It's a turn away, and the shot coming in is saved by Smith. That is half-time. And what an entertaining half it's been. Derby-like. But it's Ashton United who have the goal that separates these two, thanks to Ben Deegan. A cross from Ben Smith. A powerful header it was beyond Sam Ashton. At Hurst Cross, it's Ashton United 1, FC United of Manchester 0 at half-time. The second half is next.
It's an odds world. Betfred Bingo.
Welcome back to Hurst Cross. Ashton United leading by a single goal entertaining Manchester derby it was in the first 45 minutes. What do we expect in this second period? As Chadwick gets his head to the ball first, and Wright was there as well. Straight away, this is Tommy Turner just falling over at the vital moment. He's still got the ball. Wilson. Ashton through Matty O'Neill, looking to bring it clear. Straight away, so towards the goal scorer, Deegan. Went down a little too easy under the challenge of Garner, and then a challenge coming in from Ben Smith. There's Carl Marchinson, his assistant. There's Rotherham Macclesfield. He does have his own day. It's called Margie Day. Turn from Flanagan to get Howard in here. Can close in on goal. Howard straight at Ashton. And Howard, who's also been on the score sheet a number of times this season. Seven goals he's got this campaign, Ian Howard. He made it 8. Most recent here last weekend against Ilkeston, which was a good point. It was an equaliser against the side who are battling away with them for those playoff positions. Here's Ian Bennett, advance straight across the face of goal, and Ashton got something on it, and it was a good save. Chadwick finds Garner, who's come in field. Gonna hold off Ben Smith. Find Rocker. Just keep it in. Tight on that far side, cross in towards Bagley. Shot coming in from Jerome Wright, and the header from Wilson. Straight into the possession of the goalkeeper. Caught it perfectly, did Jerome Wright, off the post, spun into the way of Kyle Wilson, whose header. Here is Howard, there's only one man forward. Onside is Flanagan here for 2-0. He still might get another opportunity, which he does. The flag stayed down. Garner did all he could, and Ashton as well, but the loose ball fell for Flanagan, who could not miss. 2-0 now to the home side. And straight passes for FC. Carden, over halfway he comes. He's done well. Advantage being played. Rocker. Turner. Kyle Wilson's onside and misses it. It's just not their day. You can tell it's not their day when their leading scorer of 20 league goals already this season fails to find the back of the net from 6 yards out. Long it goes from Garner. Keeper's committed again, doesn't get there. It's Wilson. They've got to score, and they have done. Through Tommy Turner. Right at the death. Tommy Turner in the right place at the right time to finish off a move finally for FC. What can they do to get another and grind out a result, grind out a draw? Right. Cries of attack. That's exactly what Jerome Wright is doing here. Good ball in. Wright will get it back. Rocker looked to take it off him. Back in it goes from Carden. Smith gets it. That could be the points. He was up in towards Smith. He got a firm punch on it to just get rid of it out of the penalty area. There is a good claim as well Under pressure from Chadwick. FC come forward again. It's in towards the goalkeeper. It's in towards Turner. A man's gone down. It's scrappy inside that area. And eventually Ashton get rid. How many more minutes is the referee going to play? He's had a look at his watch. Taking into consideration Alex Frost's injury. That's come off. An FC player has it. No, it hasn't. Looked as though it came off the backside of right. What drama at the end. Wilson's going backwards. Garner. That has gone out of play. And it will be an Ashton throw. And that could be that. Forward it goes from Rob Nugent. Chadwick has stayed forward, but Kearney's there. Rocker. Kearney just gets rid of it. And down the other end, there's a real chance for them to put the game to bed. But Ashton win it. A big 3 points for them as they go back into the playoffs. This Manchester derby has finished. Ashton United 2. FC United and Manchester 1.
Danny, how big are those 3 points today?
Well, every 3 points are big and you want to win football matches, but it's not going to make or break our season. You know, we've got a long way to go. Played 23 games, still got another 19 games to go, so it's not going to make or break. We've just got to continue and maintain what we started here and take it into the new year. But, you know, I'll take 5th place on the 1st of January and let's just see how we go over the next 7 or 8 games. And last 10 games, if we're in there, we've got a shout at making the playoffs.
Give them a 2-goal lead and then we're obviously chasing the game. I think in the first half we've controlled it and plenty of chances and stuff like that. Our keeper's had a decent game, to be fair to him. He's pulled off a few good saves, but we've gifted him 2 really soft goals, you know, and we've got to stop doing that. You know, it's basic errors by individuals, you know, when they need to cut them out of the game.
Well, a cracking game there. Congratulations to Ashton United, and we'll have some more highlights for you next week.
And in January, we'll be keeping a close eye on the transfer movement as the Premiership clubs will be hoping to splash their cash. But what should you, the supporters, do with all that money that Santa Claus bought you that's burning a hole in your pocket? Well, here's Claire Dixon with a little idea for you.
Behind me is the Manchester United Stadium at the Theatre of Dreams, where thousands of people come to watch football. But I wonder how many people come for a tour around the stadium. What a great Christmas present, and exactly what I'm going to do.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning.
My name's Graham. I'm going to be your tour guide around the stadium this morning. Now, we've already covered the house rules, but can I ask you, are you a big United fan?
I'm a big United fan. I've got my red jumper supporting them today.
That's a good start. Let's go in the stadium.
OK.
We have something for all the family. I've had birthday parties of, say, groups of 5-6-year-olds, and I've had tours of gentlemen in their 60s and 70s. The tours are every day except on a match day, and if we're playing in a European Champions League, it's the day before a match. We can take anything from between 40 and 45 people, but sometimes you get smaller groups. I've taken groups of 5, 10, and it becomes a lot more intimate. It's always an idea to book in advance on busy days, especially at weekends, and it's usually the day before and the day after a game that we're very busy. We do have a Legends tour that's very popular, and this is where you get to go on tour with a tour guide, either myself or one of my colleagues, but also an ex-player. We've had Dennis Irwin, Alex Stepney, Norman Whiteside, Frank Stapleton. OK, we're going to go down our Munich tunnel, and I'm just going to stop at one or two of the displays as we do so. If you want to come back later and spend more time down here and take it all in at your own pace, you're more than welcome to do so. But we're going to go down the Munich tunnel in order to make our way back into the stadium. OK, this way, please. There are no players in here today, but we are going to have a sneaky look. OK, this way, Claire.
Oh, very nice.
If you'd like to sit in your favourite player's position, please do. There's usually a queue for Ronaldo.
Ah, I'm going to choose another player there.
Well done, British football.
Well, we're now in the players' tunnel, and on a match day, the opposition will arrive approximately 1 hour prior to kick-off. They'll arrive at those big red doors on the right-hand side, off the coach down here, into the corridor and into their dressing rooms. And as you can see, this is where the interviews will take place for television. Up to 4 interviews can be going on in this area at any one time. Gary Neville is still out injured, so would you be our captain here today, Claire?
I would love to be the captain.
Come this way, please. If you stand there for me, please.
Old Trafford, this is the theatre of dreams, the home of the Premiership champions. Will you please welcome Manchester United?
Let's go.
Wow, that was great, and there's no crowd. Can you imagine what it's like on match day?
This is the oldest part of the stadium. Now, there's been a stadium here since 1910, and at that time, of course, it was all made of wood except for this area here, the old Players' Tunnel, made of bricks and concrete, last used in 1993. It's a very historical, very nostalgic part of the stadium, and it's my personal favourite part of the stadium.
'Cause we are strong together.
Well, that's the end of your tour, Claire. Have you enjoyed yourselves?
Oh, it's been magnificent. Learned a lot today.
Would you like to go back in the museum and have a look at our trophies?
How will I get to touch them?
You can have your photograph taken with it.
I'd love to.
This way.
Well, pretty good. I think I might pop down there if I get a chance.
Well, do you know what? If you're a good boy, I might get it for you next year.
Thanks very much.
But that's all we've got time for now. Join us next week where we'll be bringing you our usual hour-long show. But until then, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's an odds world. Betfred Bingo.